Okay, so our work within the Environmental Research Group is to understand chemicals, not just how we use them, but how we're exposed to them in the environment, and ultimately what impact they have on the environment. And our group looks at new ways to try and detect potentially hundreds of thousands of these different chemicals that we use on an everyday basis in the environment around us, so at scale. We can be exposed to pollutants in a number of different ways. For chemicals in particular, they can come through the air, they can come through our diet, our drinking water, and even they can come through our skin and anything that we touch. All right, so generally we use quite a lot of chemicals on a day-to-day basis. In everything that we do, there's some form of additive, or every product we use, every face cream, every pharmaceutical, these are all chemicals that are tremendously beneficial to us. But also the byproducts that we generate from that, so things that we discard, our wastes, they can also contain quite a lot of chemicals that may or may not be toxic to people and to animals. So it's important to us to understand where those risks lie for those types of chemicals, to prioritize them so that we can mitigate them in some sort of prioritized way. We have a way to discriminate cities from each other, times from each other in near real time, which allows you to really look at the beating heart of a city like London in one go. We've engaged a lot with Big Pharma to be able to tackle this issue and really head this off with them in partnership. A good example of that is AstraZeneca, who are world leaders in eco-pharmacovigilance. In other words, trying to find really good pharmaceuticals for our environment as well. So once we take them, they end up in a sewer network, they end up in the environment at some stage, and making sure that there is little risk as possible. If somebody's consuming a particular chemical in a certain way, we can use our high-tech equipment for all of these different substances to say, well, actually, maybe don't flush this down the loo when you're finished with it. Maybe take it back to a provider, maybe a pharmacy, or take it to a recycling station, and to inform people on things, simple things that they can do in order to make sure that these chemicals don't end up causing a problem in the environment, and they actually really unlock their true benefits rather than becoming a burden on society. At the moment, there are 350,000 chemicals licensed for manufacture and sale globally, and that number is only going to increase. And so for industry, what that really can do with good analysis and good understanding of whether it gets into the environment or could get into the environment, can allow them, for example, to decide to pursue the development of a particular candidate substance to market.